Today's topic is something to avoid, and namely that is masks. And so what a mask is it's the idea of being somebody you're not or trying to put on a nice face to act like, oh, I'm better than I am. And especially in a global internet culture where you can sort of be whoever you want, or especially when social media came out and you could lust after whoever you wanted, or have people tell you that you're so awesome and so pretty, however you wanted to present yourself to be, and pretend that that's who you were, rather than focusing on where the actual problems are and seeing that growth from being honest about those things, especially to other people in your life. So for a long while, in some of the darkest days of my life, I was living out of masks, and a lot of that was being deceptive in video games and pretending to be nice, and then stealing your stuff, or like using sort of social engineering there. But it poured over into every area and relationship in my life, and I tried to solve people, and just I would be whoever I could be to get one over on you, whoever I could be, whatever I could say, however I could act to get what I wanted from you or get what I wanted out of you in some way. That's how I was going to act. And there's a lot of big problems with that, but namely, there's no one true myself to work on, to grow, to have problems, and then understand that I need growth in areas. There's no one true yourself to grow and to sort of live with yourself. And you're not respecting and valuing other people, because other people are so valuable, and their perspectives are unique. People have perspectives that are different than yours, and they view things differently, they interpret things differently, they have a different set of experiences, and they just see the world differently. And so that is such a valuable thing to say, hey, what do you think? But I was obviously never doing that when I wanted to try to solve everybody and was only worried about things that I could take advantage of, I guess. So really, I just want to caution you against masks, and to take some time in reflection and introspection about, are you living out of masks anywhere? Is there anywhere in your life where you're not willing to admit the problems you have? You're not willing to admit that there's things that you struggle with, and you're not starting where you're actually at, but you're trying to start somewhere you're not. You're coming to God and saying, oh, well, I got that under control, and you don't. And He knows that, but you're not willing to, sort of see the hard truth yourself, that there's things that you're not perfect in, because that is so healthy. That's where community can encourage you, even in the knowledge of your weaknesses, and God can grow you in those things. But if you're never willing to admit that, or if you live out of masks toward other people, it's going to be a very sad and lonely life, and you won't see the growth that you're chasing. You won't find the satisfaction and fulfillment that you want in the few things left that you find enjoyment in.